Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your astrology forecast for April 2025. Welcome to the south of France. My name is Sunshine Ross, and if you want to know more about OX Space Château de Montcuquet and what we do here at the chateau and all of our adventures, I've put links down below. After this video, don't forget to check out the tarot readings. Every month I do those, and some quantum healing and yoga videos as well. All right, so Capricorn, you've got a lot of things happening in the area of your third house, which is communication. What is it that you want to express in this world? And this is kind of like your first step to communicating to the outside world. First house is about me and my personality. The second house is my possessions, and the third house is now you going out into the world. Third house is also sports and hobbies and siblings and friends and friendships. So we've got Venus and Mercury and Saturn all having a little dance and conjunction here with the true node Ketu. So there's some things here that happen that are coming out of the blue. Sometimes you can't explain them because they're actually coming from a past life, and they're finding resolution now at this time. Okay, and finding resolution in this life. And it's kind of like a nice, fun energy here with the Mercury and the Venus. You're having to rethink the ways in which you communicate, how you want to communicate. You're having to plan that out, plan and strategize as well. How you want to move your body, how you want to exercise, how you want to play, which is leisure and hobbies, and how you want to be with friends as well. So planning, and also the different ideas that come along with that, so lots of concepts happening there. But with the Venus as well there's a lot of passion and enjoyment. Okay, so you're going to have some enjoyment in this area of life, and this is the area of life that you're going to have a breather. So if you're trying to find an area of life where you can feel much joy, then this is going to be it. However, the Saturn is there, but don't be afraid of Saturn. The Saturn is the taskmaster. It's going to ask you to do hard work. You're going to be very busy. Sometimes you might feel tired, but what Saturn is doing is it is forming you and distilling you and creating discipline in you, so that in the long run, all of these things will be easier for you. So you've got the ideas there with the Mercury, and you've got the passion there with Venus, and Saturn is helping you to concretize all of these things, right? So that's actually quite good energies there. In the first house, Mars is trining Saturn, Venus trining Mars, and Mars trining the true node. So kind of like the same energies here. However, it's more more action oriented because of the Mars energy. So you've got action and passion happening in this first house. What's happening is you're going to be full of confidence, and you're going to be full of self-assurance in this month. So it's a good time, actually, tying in with the third house. It's a good time to really communicate you and what you want and how you want to be in this world. You've got the confidence for that, and you've got the charisma for that this month as well. So if you're thinking of good timing to present yourself, if you have a business that is connected to you as a brand, it's actually a good time for it. Then time is now. Fourth house, we've got Mercury entering there, and then it will conjunct Neptune and then Venus enters there at the end of the month. Okay, so this is where you have a breather, because the 4th house is the house of harmony, the house of inner peace. This is the house of home. This is your sacred hallowed ground where you feel nurtured. So it's also the domestic home and the domestic life. So with Mercury there, you're thinking about different ideas that you can bring forth, different ideas that will there's also communication involved, because Mercury is communication. So lots of activity with communication and ideas, how to improve the home, how can I improve my inner peace, what are some new methods out there, especially with Neptune, this sense of newness and sense of uniqueness. So maybe there are things that you've been doing to find that inner nurturing, self-nurture and self-care and inner peace. And this time you're going to start to think outside of the box and welcome new ideas that are more unique, more out there, more expansive. Now, 5th house, creativity, romance, and fun. We've got the Sun here, but the Sun is squaring Mars, then it squares Pluto. So you're wanting to create something. You are kind of like pushing into passion. That's quite an interesting kind of concept. You're pushing into passion. It's like you've got a lot of energy where you want to bring forth something, an idea, an inspiration, but the energies around you with this Pluto and Mars is sort of like giving you a little bit of resistance or blockage. Why this is happening is because it's sort of like a test, you know. Are you going to really still hold on tight to these ideas, or are you going to rethink these ideas, you know? Because if the ideas are really worth it, if this passion project of yours, this thing that you want to bring forth in the world is really something that you want to bring forth into the world and really want to do, if you really think it's worth it, then you're going to just see it through and go with divine timing and wait it out. My advice is to wait it out. Now, during this wait, you might decide, well, actually, this isn't worth it, and my passion lies somewhere else. So Mars squaring the Sun there and the Pluto squaring the Sun is giving you that chance to rethink, is this really what I want? Is this really where I want to invest myself into? Is this really what I want to get into? All right. So there's like some caution there that needs to be exercised, and really some soul searching. It's really more that, you know, it's nothing to be scared of. It's just really soul searching of like, is this truly where I want to be? Is this how I want to see myself 5 years from now? Right? And before you embark on anything, just because it sounds interesting at the beginning, you know, will that fire carry on? The 7th house is about partnerships. Excuse me. The 7th house is about partnerships, and this is about not just love partnerships, but also business partnerships, long-term partnerships, or anything that where you are with associates, with people that will be helping you, and you helping other people. So hand in hand helping, not as a team, but as a partnership, right? The team kind of moves more in the 11th house. So Mars is trining Saturn here, Venus trining Mars, and Mars trining the true node. So there's a lot of action and passion with the Mars and Venus energy here. So you're attracting new partners in this area, and they're wanting to take action in this partnership. So things can move forward in terms of contracts, in terms of projects, in terms of collaborations as well. Keep forgetting that word, but that's a really good word for this. So in terms of collaboration, things can move forward. With the Neptune energy there trining, there could be ideas that could be really out there and expansive, and like sky's the limit, and you're going to be more open. Both of you and your associates, you're going to be more like, you will be like feeding off each other's energy, and the energy of Neptune is just highlighting all of this, and with the true node there, with Ketu there, it's also kind of like bringing something forth that is not just for the ego self, but also for kind of like a destiny project. It's something that you're bringing forth, that it's coming from projects that you've done from past lives. So wonderful opportunities there in terms of collaborations and partnerships. Now the 8th house of like secrets and transformation and intimacy here, we've got Mars, and we've got the Sun squaring Mars trining Neptune, and Mars in opposition with Pluto. So there's kind of like a push and pull with these planets, but mostly there's a lot of action involved. Things are moving along, and you find that you want to explore more of what is hidden underneath the surface. So this could be in terms of the occult, it could be in terms of psychology, it could be in terms of doing work with your inner self, working under the hood. It's also working with things that are secret, so things that are not out there in the open, and really of also like transformative things. So it can also pertain to like more spiritual things related to the soul, and so you're really, things are moving along there. You're finding the resources that you need. You're finding things to do in this area, and also welcoming new ideas with the Neptune there, and also taking action with ideas that are not so common as well. But with the Sun squaring the Mars there, sometimes it's sort of a challenge with what the personality wants, or what the ego wants, sometimes comes into opposition with the opportunities that are presented to you. So sometimes the ego just has to take a step back and allow for what is to happen, all right? So what are the opportunities that are being presented to you? Try not to like take it so personally. If it's something that you feel is an offense, or is something that is brushing up against your ego, that's the Sun squaring Mars energy there. Because what needs to happen is, with the Mars opposing Pluto here, is your ego actions is going to come up against the frequencies of the world around you. Because the sensitivities of the world has changed, and maybe the actions and the plans that we've done in the past that were acceptable, all of a sudden we find that at this day and age, that's not the way we do things anymore. So there's some of that popping up, and it's going to be a new discovery for you. But then that's when the transformation happens, which is the transformation of the 8th house. So something transforms within you out of this new understanding, and then it'll help you move forward as well. Second house of finances, values, and resources. We've got the Sun squaring Pluto there, and Mars in opposition with Pluto. So then, also the things that we use to value, what we used to find special and valuable in our lives, maybe they're not so valuable anymore. So some of us will be thinking and rethinking about our possessions, things that are not valuable. All of a sudden we'll find value, and things that we value, all of a sudden maybe we want to go more minimalistic this time. So there's that kind of shifting happening. It's because the frequency of the world and the earth that we're living in is changing, and so we are changing with it as well. And that's really how astrology helps us move along in this life. Finally, 10th house, we've got the full moon there, April the 12th, and so things are coming into fruition and into completion for you in terms of your goals, in terms of your career. So that's good news right there. So some projects are coming into completion and fruition, and beautiful light shining in that house for you. Thank you so much for staying all the way to the end. I do appreciate a like and subscribe. Please comment below. I really want to know what's happening in your life. Remember to check out the tarot videos and all the other videos that we have here at the channel. Much love and see you soon. Ciao, ciao.